Hi, my name is Jack Licata from Bernardsville, New Jersey, and my product is BagUps. This little box is going to transform how you change your trash. It makes it simpler, easier, more convenient. We use biodegradable plastic and we have lowered the carbon footprint. Sooner or later, you're not going to ever want to go back to the old way you changed your trash. Let me show you how this works. Open the box, grab the first bag, and drop the system into the bottom of the can. Step 2, when it's time to change the bag, pull up on the full garbage can. The next bag's automatically there. Perf off and reline as normal. Step 3, when you get to the last bag, the system automatically comes out. You never put your hand in the can. Step 4, refill and repeat the process. And that's how it works. Here's what we're going to do with the funds. Okay? Marketing. We're looking for a social media expert to get us out on many different platforms and also increase our search engine optimization. Materials. We want to be able to buy in larger quantities so we can lower our costs. And machinery. We've developed some specialized machinery to do our process, and we'd like to buy more machines. What's unique about BagUps? Well, we solve several issues. Number 1, nobody, but nobody likes changing the trash. We make this function easier, simpler. Actually, we make it fun. We also solve environmental issues. You know, nobody also likes plastic that sticks around for thousands of years. Our bags break down in about 2 to 3 years. And we're reducing the carbon footprint, and soon we have a new formulation that's actually going to reduce the amount of plastic by 50%. We also solve the issues for some very niche categories of people that have a hard time finding employment. Okay? Homeless veterans, people with PTSD, and people with disabilities. When they work with us, they're no longer defined by what they can't do, and now they're defined by what they do and the difference they're making on the planet. We say what's unique about BagUps is on many levels, we make a difference one bag at a time. Our product's made 100% in the United States, and we're lowering our carbon footprint by bringing the product directly to you through the U.S. Post Office. So here's how the idea began for BagUps. When I was in the Air Force, I was a nuclear missile launch officer. See, 250 alerts on the ground in Missouri. And when I wasn't working, one day a month I had to work in the office. And at the end of the day, I had to change the trash. And you know what? I hated it. Here I was right out of the Citadel. I was at the Space Academy, the Nuclear Launch Academy. I was a captain in the Air Force. I was commanding 150 nuclear missiles, and I still had to change the trash. Now, not that it was beneath me, but it was inefficient. So, you know, you had to go down the hall to get the bag. You had to fluff it out. You had to put it in, and then you had to go take the garbage out. The whole thing stunk. I said, there had to be a better way. But there wasn't. So I actually studied. I went to Burger King's, I went to McDonald's. I actually studied the function and what didn't work about it. What didn't work about it is the bags aren't where they belong. They belong in the can. But if you put a bunch of bags in the can and something breaks, it gets all over the other bags. So I had to come up with a way to protect the bags and have a free flow and never have to put your hand in the can. So the dispenser had to come up, separate, and be able to refill at the same time. That didn't exist. I invented it. I now have 5 utility patents in the United States and Canada and trademarks. So far to date, I've invested over $220,000 of my personal money. Now, what does BagUps mean to me? This is the fulfillment of a dream that I've been working on and off for about 30 years on many levels. A, to make the job more efficient, but also in the middle of this process in 1990, I was engaged. And right before my wedding, my fiance got into a car accident. This was before the era of airbags. And she's seriously head injured. She'd been in a coma for months. I stayed with her and moved her from hospital to hospital for 10 years. Every time they said she's done and they wanted to put her in the maintenance level, I said no way, and I moved her to another hospital. And I lived with the head injured population for over 10 years. Finally, they said there was nothing that could be done for her, so I built a group home and donated it in conjunction with the Long Island Head Injury Association, so her and her mother and 5 other people could live there forever. And I said, if I ever have the opportunity to make a difference for this population, I'm gonna do it. And with BagUps, rather than going to China or going to other places, I found a way to make this product cost effective, 100% made in the United States, and employing veterans and people with disabilities. This is what it means to me. We're solving the problems of the environment, we're solving the problems of how to change the trash, and we're solving the problems of employing veterans and people with disabilities that have been overlooked for so long. One of our biggest challenges has been actually how to go to market. Now, when we first started, I was focusing on the commercial side. Because commercial side, BagUps saves 2 man-hours for every 100 garbage bags that we change. We are even a preferred vendor for the VA hospital system. We started doing fast food restaurants. And then we came up and pivoted to 100% e-commerce. And that's where we are now. The business is a huge success, and we want to pour more gasoline on the fire. So who wants to turn trash into cash and make a difference one bag at a time?